Hello, good morning, children. Hope all of you are fit and healthy and happy too. Today, I am here to take lesson 3 of English literature. So, before we begin with the lesson, let's warm up. Many of you have got toys at home. Not many of you, all of you have got many toys at home, isn't it? Among those toys, one or two toys will be your favorite toy. Right? So, with this favorite toy, you will play more with your favorite toy. When your mama comes and calls you for lunch, tiffin, or to study, what will you say? No, mama, just one more time. Let me play one more time, then I will come. Because you will never have enough of playing with your favorite toy. Same way, you have got some building blocks at home with which you can make different toys. You can make a chair, you can make a table, you can make a house, you can make a garden. That also you will have some favorite toys. So whenever you are playing with building blocks, you will make your favorite toy. Maybe if I like to make garden, whenever I play with building blocks, I will only make garden. Because I love to make a garden. Isn't it? So each one will have some favorite toys at home. So here we are going to learn about a story, a boy named Ajay, a little boy. And he loved trains. In this lesson, we are going to see how Ajay, who lived in a city, when he went to see his grandfather, how he missed the train and how his grandfather helped him to make him happy. So let's start the lesson. Okay, all of you open your English literature book and turn to page number 33. This story is about a little boy who loves trains. He leaves his home in the city to visit his grandfather in a town, which means Ajay was staying in a city and his grandfather was away from the city in a town. So he went to the town to see his grandfather. Once there, he misses the trains he used to see every day at home. So grandfather builds him a train of his own and Ajay is happier than ever before. This is the story. So Ajay, who used to love trains, when he went to the town to see his grandfather, there he was not able to see any train. So he was very sad. And so grandfather, to make Ajay happy, he made a train. I want all of you to look in the book while I read so that you will be able to read without making any mistake. Ajay lived in the city very close to a railway station. You know what is a railway station? A railway station is a place where passengers get in and get out. Many of you must have traveled by train, so you know what a railway station is. So his house was very close to a railway station. Every day, he loved nothing more than sitting at the window and watching the trains come and go. Can you see in the picture, he is sitting near the window? Once he opened the window, he can see the railway station just outside. That close was his house near to the railway station. So whenever he gets time, he used to go and sit at the window watching the trains coming and going. That was his pastime. He used to love seeing that. Very often. What do you mean by very often? Many times. Many times you could hear his mother complain. Complain means what? What do you mean by complain? In class, when you are sitting in the class, while the teacher is teaching, you may stand up and say, "Ma'am, she is not giving me space to sit. Ma'am, she has taken my pencil." That is complaining. You are telling someone that you are not liking something. You are dissatisfied with something. So his mother, many times, she used to show her dissatisfaction towards Ajay. Why? Because he is sitting at the window always watching the trains come and go. But Ajay could never have enough of his trains. How much ever he sees, he will never have enough of seeing the trains coming, because he used to love seeing the train coming and going. You can see here, Ajay, it is time to have your breakfast. You have been watching those trains for hours now. You can see in the picture, his mama is coming and calling him, come for breakfast. Breakfast is ready and you are sitting at the window for hours. How long will you sit? Come and have your breakfast. So what is Ajay saying? Just one more, ma. Look, there it comes, blowing its horn. Just one more. When, as you say, I told you, when you're playing with your favorite toy, if your mama comes and calls you for breakfast or dinner, what will you say? Just one more time, ma'am, let me play one more time. Isn't it? Same way, Ajay is also saying, just one more, ma'am, I could hear a train blowing its horn, it's coming. I'll just see that also and come. So he was in love to see those trains coming and going. Please turn the page. When the summer holidays began, mother took Ajay to visit his grandfather. Many of you, your grandparents will be staying with you, isn't it? But some of you, your grandparents will be away from you. They will be staying in a town or a village away from your city. Bhopal is a city or a town. Bhopal is a city. So, many of your grandparents will be away from Bhopal. So, when do you go to visit your grandparents? You go to visit your grandparents during any holidays, maybe during summer holidays or winter holidays or during any festivals. So, you will be waiting for those holidays so that you can go to your grandparents' house, where you will enjoy, isn't it? There you can see a lot of things. Your grandfather will be waiting for you to show you many things, to give you many things. So you will enjoy all those things. So here also, when the summer holidays came, mother took Ajay to visit his grandfather. Ajay was sad that he would not be able to see his trains. Ajay was very sad when he came to know that his mother is taking him to his grandfather in the town far away. Why he was sad? Because he felt that once he is in the town, he will not be able to see the trains, which he is enjoying every day. But his mother said, you will have fun at Nana's house, you will see. Ajay's mother was very sure that Ajay is going to have fun there. Why? Because in grandfather's house, it's a lot different from their house in the city. They have got a lot of trees around the house. They have got an open farm, many domestic animals, pet animals. So she was sure that Ajay will definitely enjoy the stay in his grandfather's house. Grandfather lived in a town far away from the city. His house was surrounded by trees and farms all around. In the city, houses are very close by. There are no trees, hardly there are only very few houses where there are trees all around, there is enough space. But most of the houses in cities are crowded. They are very close to each other. So grandfather's house in the city was surrounded by trees. And there was a farm. You know what is a farm? A large area where crops are grown. Crops like rice, wheat, maize. So there was a farm also near his grandfather's house. So they have reached there. They went by bus. Can you see Ajay and his mother sitting in the bus? They are going to grandfather's house, which is in a town. Now they have reached there. So they have reached grandfather's house. How nice to see you, Ajay. We are going to have a lot of fun. Well, come on in. I have so much to show you. Grandfather was very happy to see his grandson. So he came out and he said, "Oh, very nice to see you after a long time. Come in. I have got lot many things to show you." Okay. Ajay, who was used to the city and its noises, found the quiet life in the town very novel and interesting. Ajay was living in the city. City means it's very crowded, very noisy. You can see there are a lot of vehicles on the road, honking, lot many noises. But in the town, it is quiet. Houses are far away. There are many trees around the house, open farm. So the life in the town is quiet compared to the life in the city. So he was finding it very novel. What is the meaning of novel? Underline the word novel. There you are learning a new word. Novel means new and not seen before. What is the meaning of novel? New and not seen before. So he was seeing something new, and it was very much interesting for him. Grandfather taught him and showed him many new things, and Ajay was more than happy. Can you see in the picture? Grandfather is teaching him how to feed the hens, which he has never done in the city. In the city, in his home, he never had hens. There in the picture, you can also see cows, you can also see goat, which he has never seen in his house in the city. There he doesn't have all these. So, grandfather taught him to feed all these animals. He was always with grandfather. Even when you go to your grandparents' house during summer holidays, you will be with your grandparents, isn't it? Helping them, doing something or the other. You will learn a lot, many things from your grandparents. They will have a lot of stories to tell you, right? Okay, so he was enjoying the stay in his grandfather's house. Turn the page. But after a few days, Ajay began to feel sad. Why? We'll see. He heard the distant horn of a train one day and knew what he missed. He started feeling sad, and one day he heard the horn of a train very far away. And immediately he understood what he was missing. What he was missing? He was missing the train which he was seeing every day from his house. Immediately he went to his mother and said, "When are we going home, Ma? I cannot wait to see my trains again. Ma, when are we going home? I want to see the trains. I cannot wait to see the trains. Please let us go back." He was very sad. From that day on, Ajay had the same homesick feeling. What is the meaning of homesick? Homesick means unhappy about being away from home. See, now all of you are in class 4, isn't it? When you joined in the school in KG1, your parents, your mama or your papa, they left you at the gate and they went. Seeing your parents turning back and going, you started crying, thinking that your parents have left and have gone, isn't it? So, while in the class, you wanted to go back home, you wanted to go back to your mama, you wanted to go back to your papa, and you will cry, feeling to go home. That is called homesick. So, Ajay, from that day onwards, he started feeling homesick. He wanted to go back to his house in the city. Grandfather did not want to see his grandson unhappy. Grandfather was also seeing Ajay was looking sad. So, grandfather, he didn't want to see Ajay looking sad. And he went and asked Ajay's mother, "What happened? Why is Ajay sad?" So, mother knew. So, what did Ajay's mother must have told? He is missing his trains which he used to see in the city. So, one day, grandfather, he said to Ajay, "Ajay, if the trains will not come to us, let us build one of our own, shall we?" So, grandfather wanted to make Ajay happy. So, he came and told Ajay, "The train will not come here. So, shall we make a train?" He was surprised. But can we really do that, Nana? Ajay asked. Grandfather just smiled back. He just smiled, saying that, he must be thinking that, okay, we'll make a train so that you will be happy. Please turn the page. The next morning, they took grandfather's bicycle and went to a sawmill nearby. What do you mean by sawmill? Sawmill is a place or a factory where trees are cut into small pieces. Sawmill is a factory where trees are cut into small pieces. So grandfather had a bicycle. So next morning, grandfather and Ajay went to the sawmill. The sawmill was also near to his house. So they went to the sawmill. They brought back a lot of wooden boards that were cut into small strips. What is the meaning of strips? Strips means small pieces. So they went to the sawmill. They brought so many wooden boards and they cut into small strips, pieces of wood. Ajay was full of excitement and could hardly eat his lunch. He was full of excitement. He couldn't wait to see the train, how Nana is making. So he was not able to eat his lunch. But Nana said, no, you should eat your lunch. Otherwise, you will go hungry and you will not be able to help me to make a train. So hurry up, let's have a lunch and go to make the train. Now, soon after lunch, grandfather and Ajay went to the front yard of the house. What is the meaning of front yard? Open area in front of the house. So they went, after having their lunch, grandfather and Ajay went to the front yard of the house and started their work. What work? To make a train. Grandfather said to Ajay, first let us ready the railway track. You know what is a railway track? Two parallel lines on which the train runs. That is a railway track. Two parallel lines on which the train runs. So first, before they make the train, they have to make the railway track. So our grandfather said, first let us ready the railway track using the wooden strips. Lay them down carefully and I will fasten them into place to make sure they do not move. What is the meaning of fasten? To fix one to another. So can you see in the picture, Ajay is putting the wooden strips on the ground, on the floor, so that he can put the railings track on the top and the train can run. So Ajay was helping his grandfather to make the railway track. He was laying down the wooden strips on the ground. Next, it was time to build the train itself. So you can see in the picture, Ajay has helped his grandfather to lay down the wooden strips. Now on that they have put the railway tracks. Now the railway track is ready. There, the tracks are done, Nana. Let us work on the train. Once the track was done, he was very much happy. Otherwise also he was very much excited because grandfather was helping him to make a train, which he was missing. So he shouted, the tracks are done, Nana. Let us work on the train. Yes, for the train, we need to first build a platform on wheels. What is a platform? Platform means it's a raised level surface on top of which passengers or things can stand. Is a raised level surface. So they have to make a raised level surface first, and that has to be fixed on a wheel. Okay, so grandfather said that yes, for the train we need to first build a platform on wheels. The platform should be on wheels. Here, let me show you. Together they built a platform on wheels and put in seats for 2 passengers. So they made a platform out of that wooden board, fixed wheels on it, and then put 2 seats on the platform so that 2 passengers can sit. Grandfather checked to see that the wheels of the train fitted the tracks well so that they would not run off. What is the meaning of run off? To go off the track. It will not skid. It will not go off the track. So once the platform is ready, once the wheel of the platform is ready, then grandfather checked whether the wheel is fitting the track so that it will not go off. He also put in a brake and a flag for the train. You know what is the use of a brake? All of you will be having bicycles at home. If you want to, while you are riding your bicycle, if you want to stop the bicycle, what will you do? You will apply brakes. So any vehicle, there will be a brake to stop it. So a train, grandfather fixed a flag and also a brake for the train. Now Ajay's train was ready. By the time they were ready for the first train ride, Ajay could hardly conceal his excitement. What is the meaning of conceal? He was not able to hide the excitement he was having. He was not able to hide. Mother stood by with a bell that she had found among grandfather's old things. When you go to your grandparents' house and if you go to your grandfather's room, you can see many things which he has kept as a treasure. Isn't it? These are all things maybe he must have used in earlier times. He doesn't want to throw it. He will keep it as a treasure. So in grandfather's room there were many things. So from among those things, mother had taken a bell. Grandfather blew the horn and off they went. Grandfather and Ajay sat on the two seats which was on the platform. The two seats, where were the two seats? The two seats were on the platform which they had made. So after sitting on the two seats, what did grandfather do? He blew the horn. The train began to move slowly at first until it picked up speed and went faster and faster. So slowly, it picked up very slowly, and after that it caught speed. Soon they reached the mango tree station. What was the name of the station they gave? Mango tree station. Why? Because it was under a mango tree. So they named it mango tree station. The train stopped at the mango tree station. What a ride it was. Ajay really enjoyed the ride. Since that day, Ajay never felt homesick. He forgot about the house in the city. He never felt homesick. He didn't want to go back home. Why? Because now he has got a train at home. He can go for a ride with his grandfather. He was very happy. Grandfather's train was a big hit in the neighborhood. All the people living around the house, they all came to know that there is a train in Ajay's grandfather's house and Ajay's grandfather has made it. The children nearby all came to see the train. All the children loved taking rides in it every chance they get. The children who were staying nearby, they used to come home and they used to have a ride in Ajay's train and they all used to enjoy. Ajay used to enjoy the most. This is even better than the trains I see at home. Nana, I cannot believe you built a train for me. He's telling his Nana, Nana, I cannot believe that you built a train for me. You are the best grandfather in the whole wide world. I do not miss home so much anymore. So he is hugging his grandfather and he is saying, you are the best grandfather in the whole world and I will not miss my home in the city anymore. Saying so, Ajay hugged his grandfather who laughed and hugged him back. So this is the story. Hope all of you have enjoyed the story. Isn't it? So I want all of you to read this lesson today itself. In my next video, we will be doing the exercises at the back. Till then, take care, but don't forget to read the lesson.